which is Plotly Studio. So well, one warning that I have to do is that right now it's only working on Windows and Mac computers with M chips, not with Intel chips. If you have a Mac with Intel chip, it's not going to work. I'm going to share with you the link for you if you want to download it, if you have the computer to be able actually to run it. Here in the chat, I will share it with you. And once you download it, you will see this layout. Here you have to, sorry. Yeah, well, I already created some projects, but here you can click here on new project. And well, another caveat that it has right now is that it only receives CSV and Parquet, and that's Parquet files. So we are going to use the Penguin dataset that we used in the morning. We can just upload it. It's already a CSV, and then we provide here. We provide some context, you know, like all AI-based tools, you know, like GPT, Cloud, whatever. So you describe the data set, and there's a simple prompt. This is a data set to, I don't know, that want to extract as much information as possible. I'm keeping it like simple to run it fast. That's it. And then it is going to analyze it, and then it is going to propose an outline to create the app. So, well, something that I have to mention is that we can create the dashboard, but we cannot see the code. To see the code, we will have to pay, and we cannot even see the code while it is running. Or let's wait if it runs a bit faster or not. I can show you so an app that I created before. Okay, yeah, you see it is going to propose a layout, and then it's like it's a bit, it's getting there. Yeah, sometimes it takes more time. Yeah. Let's wait.
Always the demo effect.
Yeah.
When you show it.
Yeah. Okay. So let's wait. Yeah. So now, yeah, it analyzes the data that you provided, and then it provides you with the description. This is the data set that it was taken from this, and it describes the data, and then it provides the chart that it is going to feature in the dashboard, and says I'm going to create this, and that, and then I'm going to create this filter, these other components, and then you can just go and generate the application. We can wait for it, or maybe I can show you this one that I created previously. This is an application that I use, in which I used the human assembly, you know, the human genome assembly, the chromosome coordinates, basically the size of the chromosomes. And then I did exactly the same process as I showed you before. And then automatically it created this dashboard where it has many like cards, filter, ways to display some part of the data. And then it creates all of the layout. It places the components of the filters, everything within the dashboard. We don't have to do much at all, but it may come with errors. For example, here, I don't know if you, well, maybe I can show you on the here. Yeah, here it's a bit, can make it a bit bigger. As you can see here, it's showing supposedly 24 chromosomes, but it's not showing the chromosome 1 because it is initializing the filter in 248, and actually it's 249 that we have to modify, and then we will be able to see chromosome 1. You know, it was missing. So these are the kind of things that we have to check because, with all AI tools, we have to be careful when we are using them. And if we go back to the Plotly Studio itself, you can see that the data to create the app is right here, the code, but we cannot see it. To be able to see the code, we have to pay. We have to get a subscription to this tool. And also, if we want to publish, it's only attached to Plotly Cloud. So for that, we'll have to pay as well. What I propose to use, or if you don't want to pay, or if you don't have the means to pay, so you can check how the dashboard is created. And now with the knowledge you already have about Plotly and Dash, you can create the dashboard. You can use it as a guide. You can follow it. But if you can pay, so it's okay. You can go for it. So this is a tool that is specifically designed to create the dashboard and using the libraries that that we have studied the whole day. We have a question.
Actually, a question from me. So I saw from the small bit of code that it wanted to show us that it uses the Dash Design Kit, which is a part of Dash, which is linked to Dash Enterprise. So where you also need to pay for Dash Enterprise. So does that mean that you need to have to pay Plotly Dash and that's so on top, so the two, in order to get the code and to be able to use it?
Yeah, exactly. That's thank you for that. Yeah, that's true. In the prompt, I'm not sure, but in the prompt you can use, or you can specify that it shouldn't use that library. I'm not sure that it works, but you can try as well. You can try without a prompt without the to create a dashboard without that specific library. It could be possible. This one is ready, and let's see how it went. If it's somehow similar to what we created, what we saw in the morning. Yeah, penguin. Yeah, it's a bit well. It's showing some data, count of eggs. Yeah, you see the body mass, the common length. You see it's, of course, it's based on the variables that are within the data, and then it goes on its own, and then you can customize it, or customize if you create from scratch your own application. So I wanted to show you because, well, if you, for example, don't know how to present the data, if you are a bit yeah, what is the best plot that I should use, or which plot I can use, Plotly Studio can assist you in that regard, and then you can build on top of that. That is useful from Plotly Studio. But of course, it's a tool if you pay for other tools like Flow Code or ChatGPT Pro version. Well, why not paying for this one? But I will, and then yes, of course, as I told you, you have to pay for if you want to deploy it at Plotly Cloud. I want to show you quickly before we finish another tool which is called depictio. I'm going to share with you the link as well. With this one, it's a bit more complicated because for this you need Docker installed, and then you can move with this one. But the bright side of this one is that it's some sort of it has a previous library of almost all of the plots that Plotly has. It has the scatter plots, box plots, and then you upload your data, and then you can basically do somehow like a plug and plug. You start to create a dashboard. You can watch this video that I'm sharing with you, and then you will place, okay, I want a scatter plot here, I want a box plot here, but you are the one who, this is not like AI based or anything at all. This is actually managed by the EMBL, where they are providing some resources if you want to host your application. So here, this is useful for that. They have specific instructions for you to host your app. But this is you who have to be like in charge of developing the application, and then you have to create the layout, everything. You can watch the video, and then you will have a guide of how to use it. Yeah, as I mentioned, the drawback is that you need Docker and Docker Compose to use it, or this technology called Kubernetes that basically orchestrates the containers, because of course, as you saw, well, even I saw it, to build, you need all of the components, all the libraries. So for that, it relies on the container technology, but it's really useful if you already know that you need to deploy your dashboard, you want to share it. So this is another tool that you can use. As I said, to host your app, it's for free. They provide some resources, but you have to follow their guidelines, and it has to be created within the depictio and with the tools they provide. So I think it's worth it to try if you already have a project in mind. Yeah, so that's it. I wanted to share these two tools that you can use, that you can rely, and then, or that you can complement with the knowledge you already have about Plotly and Dash.
There's a question in the chat by Dylan about uploading confidential research data to Plotly Studio.
Yeah, for this, they claim that the data relies on your local machine, that is not actually used to retrain the model, or they are not going to take the data for their purposes in terms of AI model training. I think if you, I mean, what you can do, for example, is to not upload all of the data, just like a small portion of your data, and then you can test how it works, how it goes, and then after that, okay, maybe yeah, is the base for you to create your own dashboard. If you are totally skeptical about how they handle data, you know, one thing is what they claim, not only for this tool, for all AI tools. If you don't feel really comfortable uploading your data, so you just use a portion of your data or a mock data, and then you create your own dashboard. You pay for the full version, you get the code, and then after that you host it and you deploy it on your own instance. That would be a way that I would use it if you have really sensible data that you cannot upload, or that you don't want to upload to this tool.
Yeah, I concur with Jeferyd. I think that you can relatively quickly build a mock-up version of your data set, so that this can be used to build up whatever tool you will want to create, and then you don't have to care about whether or not you actually trust what they claim, and or because even that may not be enough, like the law around confidentiality of data are kind of evolving quite a bit, and so it's not always clear what is and is not authorized in terms of data transfer sometimes, especially for very, very sensitive data. So if you have a mock-up version of your data set, you don't even have to ask yourself this sort of question, and that's really a plus.
Yep, yeah, I totally agree. So yeah, with this on my side, I think it's all. If you have questions, if you need help with something that you are developing, you can contact me, you can reach out, and then we can figure out what will be the problem, or how you will need some help. We have another question. Streamlit, I've seen it, but I don't recall. This is for deploying the dashboard. I don't remember Streamlit. I think I saw it at some point.
Yeah, I looked it up at some point. So it follows very, very similar principle. That's really to create full apps. So it's in a sense it does a little bit the same job as Dash up to a point. I must say I've never really played a lot with it, so I cannot give you an informed opinion on it. But I think this is something that is quite used, so you can try it out. You end up with a sort of similar a similar set of system where you have a set of components that you compose with. But then at the end, you have to, again, there is a free and a pro version, so that gets you different set of tools. And also you have to ask yourself how you're going to deploy it afterward. And I think that very often when you build, when you start to want to build such an app, that also can be a determining factor, like how easy will it be to deploy afterward. So yeah. But with that being said, I don't have specific experience, so perhaps it's easier to deploy, perhaps not. I don't know.
I will add to that. For example, for my dashboard, when I started with Dash because I like the way I use like interactively and then I could build with it. But then at the end, I wanted to do like self-contained, like multi-QC. I don't know if you have seen it. And but then I realized that it wasn't possible because I needed to host the dashboard and then I couldn't make it self-contained, at least with the callback. So I had to create like a light version of the dashboard without the callback and with a fixed version that it was interactive, but with the native Plotly things, not with the callbacks and the dash layout. And that's but it was too late to port it to something different. So yeah, something to keep in mind even before designing the dashboard. It's the technology and the final outcome that you want, because then you'll be like struggling at the end.
Hey, all right. So I see that Marlene has left us. Um, all right. So we are nearing the end of today's course. I still have a few things to talk about.